Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today because there's something serious to talk about, and that is 1 in 3 people say that their financial situation has gotten worse over the last year. Uh-oh, uh-oh. As I walk through this beautiful locale, we got to talk about this. But please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have a sponsor today, Patriot Gold Group. And let's see, what else, guys? Think about this. They surveyed over 2,000 people, which is a survey you can trust. I like how we surveyed 70 people. 2,000 people got surveyed, and it was crazy. Nearly half, 45% of the adults described their living area as not very affordable. 45% of the country said that where they live is not affordable. Now this, where I'm at here, this is Looneyville, guys. This is Newport Beach, California. It's beautiful. People enjoying the sun. You got this guy with this backing up this huge boat right here. This is insano. So you would think that people would say, hey, this is an unaffordable area. People are saying 45% of the country is unaffordable. 1 in 3 say that their financial situation deteriorated over the last year. Now, this contributes to everything from inflation to job loss to jobs getting cut back and being underemployed for what they wanted to do. In other words, wanting to work more, but they can't, or wanting to work in a better place. So, needless to say, this is more and more serious, as time goes on. Nearly half, 45% of the adults report that their income just about matches their expenses. Think about this. They're tapped, they're strapped. 45% of the people said that their income just pays their bills. Well, that's a horrible life, guys. It really is, because you can't do anything fun. And 3 in 10 say that their income exceeds their expenses. Their expenses exceed their income. 3 in 10 say that their expenses exceed their income. Wow. 40% of the Americans said that they would cut spending just to get by, and 26% say that they dip into savings all the time. The fact that they have savings is incredible. Nearly half say that their credit score has influenced a financial decision. I bet it has. Now, 55% said that it hasn't. So here's the other thing when it comes to credit scores. 78% said that they know what a credit score is, which is a big deal, guys, because everybody should know what their credit score is and what's on your credit report at any given time. And it was 28% said that they know little or nothing about their credit score. 78% and 28 is over 100, so that's kind of interesting. 58% of Americans say that they know their net worth, and only 21% said that they don't. So again, guys, these are the type of things that as you hear them, you're like, wait a second, how is this making sense? I just think that people that know their income level, people that know what their bills are, very few people in this group had a budget, which is a big problem. One of my proud moments as a parent is my son's on a budget right now, knows exactly what it needs for him. He needs to make in a month, pay his bills, and then adds it up at the end of the month to make sure it matches, and if he's ahead of the game or not. So the other thing that's a huge problem is, think about this. California electricity bills are outpacing household income, where more people are seeing that their electric bills are going up. About 2% of their budget goes to electric bills. That is wild, guys. When you have all this money that's going out like this, and they say over the course of the next 2 to 5 years that you could see 5% of your income here going towards energy costs. That's, electricity and gas. That's crazy, guys. Think about what you're making. Do a 0.05 to it, and that would be a shocking, shocking number. So there's that. I'm on the peninsula today in Newport Beach. This is nice because there's no waves out here. You've got the boat traffic. Kids can swim out here. Anybody can swim out here. And it's very nice because you just got this nice area and very mellow. It's kind of overcast, so it's really cool. But a few other things in the economy. Target has a deal with Ulta, the cosmetic company, getting rid of that. by the end of next year. So if you like the Ulta Cosmetics in your Target, it's going to be done no later than a year from now. So it's going to be, phased out store by store. Kohl's did this with, another company. I think it was Ulta too, but Kohl's had that as well. And supposedly that has worked out well for Kohl's, but they're getting rid of it. Here's a perk. One thing you hear about perks for companies, you go, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Well, during the holiday season at Walmart, and you work there, that's basically November through the end of December, they will give you an extra 10% off of groceries and purchases so that you can save money and get by better and have holiday parties and things like that. Well, Walmart just announced that they're going to have this year round so that you're going to be able to have that 10% as employee as an extra perk, which I thought that was really, really good. And, how about this one? Over half of the holiday shoppers have said that they're going to use AI to compare prices. I'm telling you this right now, guys. It is not going to be the same way to shop. Every couple of months, we're seeing more and more things happen that make it so that AI is playing a bigger role in all of our lives. And now you're going to see AI play a big role in comparing prices and stuff. I ordered some stuff on Amazon this week, and I just needed it, microphones and things like that for the show, and lighting and stuff like that I have to continually buy because the stuff breaks. You do lighting and podcasts and stuff, and it just snaps and it wears out, or it'll flicker, and you just can't use it. So you're constantly spending money on this stuff. And I don't. There's brands that work better. Sound on this one, I know it's better now because I finally got it down. But you know, people are going to go out and buy gifts and shop and compare the prices. Would you do that? I mean, I think it's great for this stuff, and we haven't seen anything yet because Chat GPT is really not tied into the internet. I mean, they'll bring up searches and give you websites and things like that they'll recommend, but you're going to see things in real time that are going to come out, and it's going to be the best place to buy that computer, that HP computer that you want to get your grandson, is going to be here. So what do you think about that? Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Think about this, guys. Over 91% of financial analysts surveyed said that stocks are overvalued right now. You need to protect yourself by getting a hedge, and the best place to do that is Patriot Gold Group. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Let them answer all your questions. Buying gold is very easy from someone with fantastic customer service like Patriot Gold Group. Number one rated with Consumer Affairs for 9 years in a row. Deal with the best, guys. IRAs, 401ks, IRAs that are no fee for life on qualifying rollovers. Contact them today, guys. But think about this. Bank of America has said that stagflation is coming in a big way, and that you need to prepare yourself for this, of a low growth, economy. The next thing is JP Morgan has said that we could see gold hit $4,000 an ounce. Guys, that's up 20% of where it's at right now in early 2026. You don't want to miss out on this. Contact them today, 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. Let them know that Dan from iAllegedly sent you. Now here's one for you guys. Remember last year we talked about Boar's Head? That's the high-end deli meat company that had problems with listeria and people dying and getting sick. It's originated with their Jarrett, Virginia facility. Well, AP got a great report, and I found this from uh, Test, R. Tesnica. Okay, the article's below. And they're talking about how they found all these different inspection reports from January 1st of this year, 6 months after this started, until July 23rd of this year, that do not bode well. That the place is still disgusting, and people are not living, a clean life when it comes to working at Boar's Head. Is that gross? I'm telling you, how this company is still in business is shocking. The thing that's wild about this company is you don't know the hierarchy of it, because they're not a public company, they're family owned. There's all these different family members involved, but they've kind of kept it quiet. But then you have the AP that writes this report about this. So again, do what you want, but the one thing that's just disgusting was they have a meat cutter, and below it there's like 4 or 5 wet hams and ham juice, whatever that is, and sitting there, and it's just absolutely disgusting underneath these things. And the smell was intense, and all these different things that make it so, why would you eat this stuff? Gosh. And then they did all these different places. They did the Forest City, Arkansas location, Newcastle, Indiana, Petersburg, Virginia. Overall, the results reveal a suite of violations. Okay, well, that's really, it's horrible, absolutely horrible. So here you've got all these different violations for this company. Again, check the prices out in this stuff when you go to the market next time. Stuff is not the cheap stuff. It's not your Albertsons brand. It's their stuff. The next thing is a lot of restaurant news today. Noodles and Company. Noodles and Company sells a lot of noodle stuff. They closed down 9 stores already. Now they're going to close down another 24 to 32 more stores. Hello, okay? We used to go there because my son, because he was such a finicky eater, would buy pasta with butter and then load it with Parmesan cheese. So basically plain pasta that cost me $12, okay? So this place is going out of business and having difficulties, and you're seeing this more and more and more. And again, Aaron Smiles, broker Aaron, sent me the greatest story ever. And here you have, the value of a high rise in Los Angeles that dropped an absolute ton. Think about this. The value of this place. It just sold 22-story office building in downtown corridor, the nice section of all the high rises near Staples Center, where everything's supposed to be fantastic. 22-story building at 1000 Wilshire Boulevard is in downtown Los Angeles, the busiest commercial corridors, and it just sold for $60 million. Isn't that nice? Only problem was they refinanced it and bought it, somebody did, in 2018 for $197 million. 197 minus 60, think about it, they lost $130 million on this. That is insane. That is insane. Slid 67% in value for commercial real estate. I'm telling you this, guys. I had breakfast with a buddy this morning before I started filming this, and was telling me about a guy he works with that, like, hey, I think I have to file bankruptcy to get out of my lease. I am telling you this, guys. If you know of anybody that's in a bad spot like that, try to negotiate this, and have a conversation with your landlord. They're going to tell you they're going to sue you, and you have to pay the full amount, blah, blah, blah. Would you rather have me file bankruptcy and leave, or would you rather have me stay, and the current market rate is about $1,000 less than I'm paying you right now? The greatest story ever about this exact example, and I won't say the type of business, but Scott Walters, the real estate agent, told me a story about things that he owns where I made a deal to have people go under market value so they would stay. And you know what they do every month, Dan? On the first, pay me. I get my rent money, and I don't have to chase them. I don't have to worry about them going bankruptcy or closing up shop in the middle of the night because of this. So again, 67% loss. I mean, that is the worst business to be in right now. I really think that. What do you guys think about this stuff so far? I think it's exciting, but man, are you starting to see more and more problems with this? Zelle. The Zelle company is getting sued by the New York Attorney General, the good old Letitia James, is going to sue Zelle right now. She says that they are a harbinger of fraud and that everybody can commit fraud. And she would know about that because she sues people. But anyways, so Zelle's getting sued by the state of New York right now, and it will be interesting to see what happens with this. But again, guys, for the last 2 years, all we've talked about it, all these poor people that have made huge mistakes and given up their passwords to people. Hey, listen, this is your bank calling. You need to log in right now. Okay. Oh my God, now my account's empty. Yeah, because we took it. It's terrible. So Zelle is a problem with this. Now, here's the thing about Zelle that most people don't even know. You send somebody a Zelle payment through their phone number. It's like, hey, here you go. Um, I'm sitting there, and I had someone that purchased baseball tickets from me, and they're like, "Oh, we're just going to Zelle you because we have your number." I'm like, "Oh, okay. How does that work?" Well, I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, "Gosh, when am I going to find this? It's already in my account. Done. Zelled me." And I didn't ask. I didn't get notification. Didn't go bing. Didn't do anything. I just got it sent over to me. Have you ever done this? Have you ever seen that? Because it's crazy. But they're getting sued by Letitia James. Just a few things to finish this video. Do not forget to sign up for our email list. The link is in the video description below. Sign up for that. We have an uncensored channel called iAllegedly Live, which is fantastic. It's doing really well. There's over 400 videos on that now. Check it out today. It's amazing. And a few things. You remember we talked about value shopping and getting a good deal, and Chili's right now is killing it right now. They are doing really well. They had that 10.99 hamburger deal where you get a cheeseburger with, a drink and one side, and they're selling a ton of it right now. But listen to this, because these numbers are staggering. Overall sales growth, same store sales growth went up 24% in their fiscal fourth quarter that just happened. So with that, it's up 24%. And traffic is up 16% because, get it, guys, more people, about 20% more, are going there and buying more stuff. Oh, you want the cheap burger? I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to get a glass of wine and their, flank steak. So that's, going to go up there. Sales are up 39% compared to 2 years ago and 45% compared to 3 years ago by having a value deal to get people in the door. Hello. This marks the 17th consecutive quarter of positive same-store sales and the 5th in a row with double-digit growth. CEOs talking about their net income rose, but you can read that article below. Isn't that great? I mean, there's a perfect example, guys, of where a sale brought more people in. So, kind of crazy that stuff like this works. Now, a couple things. Spectrum, cable company, they've had sabotage done to their Spectrum cable, where people have had cable shut down, where people go in and cut the lines. This just happened again here in Southern California 2 days ago, and people were out of service. Now they could pinpoint, because of AI, the cut was done here. Down for about 12 hours. Earlier this year, they had a 30-hour outage of their internet. Now, the sabotage is a real problem, but think about this. If you had your internet shut down and they did more than just one cut, you could have it to where it could be down for much longer than 30 hours a day and a half. Final story is a study that we can all relate to, especially the men, and that right now people cannot afford alcohol, okay? And you're seeing it in everything from whiskey, beer, wine, everything. But there's one group of people that are drinking much more. And this makes sense. Women. Women are drinking more. You need to learn to cope, ladies. Okay? Let's just talk about this together. Okay? You don't need that glass of wine. Maybe you're the problem. I can't even do it without laughing. Okay? Anyways, I will catch hell for this one. But again, read the study. It'll be the last story below, and it talks about how women are drinking more than men right now, and that sector is up. So, misery loves wine. I think that's a good way. Misery loves company. Booze hounds unite. Anyways, you guys get it. It's funny. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That's a joke, people. Okay? I'm never going to listen to you again. You made fun of women. I did. I did. It was great. Okay? Hit the like button, subscribe. You want to email me, it's hello@iallegedly.com, and then you could be like Broker Aaron and get a mention, or the wonderful Laura in Connecticut. Dr. Marvin contributed to this one again. He's just, man, I'm telling you, that guy gets a gold star every day. Okay? I'll see you guys very soon. Let me know what you think of it. It's really nice when it's out here because it's hot, but it's really overcast. It's just 70 degrees out here. It's beautiful.